What does a Mars rover and the movie Short Circuit have to do with inspecting a house? Number 5 is alive again. So it's important to know that this particular house is not one of my listings. We're just doing this general inspection video for demonstration purposes. Normally, if there's an inspection, I provide inspectors to my clients, and they're the ones that make the call. And if I'm there, I'm just there to open the door. I'm off to the sides because the inspection is between my clients and the inspectors. Hi, I'm Special Agent Gary, and I help buyers and sellers in the Corpus Christi region. Today is with me is Justin with Beachtree Home Inspections. We're going to be doing the general inspection today. So Justin, what kind of training do you have to be a general home inspector?
Oh man, it's a lot of schooling. I did 330 hours of schooling. Now they've kind of updated the schooling hours. Now it's 190, I believe. And then of course I've been with the company almost 2 years, and I did a year of training before I was licensed.
Okay, Justin, when people get a general inspection for their house, what areas are you actually inspecting?
So we're looking at all structural, electrical, plumbing, HVAC, cooling, duct systems, and of course all built-in appliances.
Okay, so when you arrive to the house, what do you normally start at?
When I get on site, I go through the house, turn everything on, put a load on the panel, and then I'll start at the front door of the exterior and work my way left.
Okay. Looking at inspecting the exterior of the house, what things are you looking for?
Top to bottom, everything from fascia boards, the walls, windows, making sure there's no unsealed penetrations, like the plumbing coming out of the wall. We take a look at all the plumbing, making sure it's got backflow preventers, gas piping lines. We make sure that they're bonded correctly somewhere within the house. It may not be bonded here, but if there's a gas-fired water heater, it could be bonded there. So just because it's not here, it's not going to go immediately on the report that it's not a bonded system. We look at foundations. You can see here, the pier is completely deteriorated and cracked. You can see rebar, you completely move it. There's another pier over there that shows some deterioration.
So when, say the homeowner, the client doesn't have a foundation inspection, just doing a general, what do you do for something like this? What do you recommend?
I would go ahead and recommend a foundation company come out, evaluate the foundation, and shoot elevations. Make sure the house isn't shifting or anything like that.
And something to know if you're a new buyer is when you're having inspections, y'all can coordinate foundation, pest control.
Yep, we do everything
plumbing,
in-house.
Inspection, all at the same time. So you just get it all done in one shot.
And you pay one invoice. There's no multiple invoices. There's no multiple reports. Everything comes in as one, and you pay one invoice.
It's all done through online too, right?
Yep.
Okay, Justin, I know you inspect on the exterior top down. I can understand you probably use a ladder to check the roof, but this particular house is on pier and beams.
Yes.
Not trying to offend you, Justin, but how are you going to get underneath this house to inspect what's going on under there?
So I've got a secret tool in my arsenal of fancy things that I have. It allows me to conduct a proper pier and beam foundation inspection, where it's just an extension of me. We'll show that here in a second, and what it can do.
Okay, let's find that. Let's see what that secret weapon is.
Yeah.
This is your secret weapon. I'm going to guess this isn't a toy tank.
It's definitely not a toy tank. This is a foundation inspection robot. It's from Super Droid Robots. They're based out of North Carolina. It is a made in the U.S. product only. It does use all U.S. products. It allows me to pretty much see the foundation without actually giving it a crawl. I do have a video feed that I can take pictures and record videos all from this super nice controller. So right here I do have an area of some subfloor damage. You can see some moisture on the piers or on the beams, and then of course the cast iron piping, the drain material, and I can see all the PVC piping. We can come over here real quick, take a look at this pier, see how the pier and everything looks, and then of course look up As you can tell right there, it does have a little bit of some subfloor damage.
That's an area we wouldn't even know
Yep.
had an issue, because you can't really, the flooring looks good from inside the house,
Yep.
but you can't really see from just sticking your head in the house. Without that bot, you wouldn't know.
Yes. So this is essentially, you know, a extension of my eyes. I can see everything underneath this subfloor, foundation, piers, beams. I mean, you name it. And this gives me the ability to look at the entire foundation without having to actually crawl it.
Okay, so you got an area on your camera of a cast iron drain line that you notice an area of concern.
Yep. And we are pushing water out right now. And you can see water coming out of a, I'd say probably 1.5 inch hole in the cast iron drain line. And it's a clear shot of it, getting video and everything. And this is something that I can put into a report for a client, and that they can actually see the damage themselves.
So I'm guessing without even doing a plumbing leak test, we know it's going to fail.
Most definitely. Yep.
Okay, now this is really good technology. Are other inspection companies using something like this?
To my knowledge, no. To my understanding, we are the only company that has a crawl bot.
It's pretty standard for on the buyer side to get inspections. We always recommend them get inspections, even houses that are pretty new.
Yes.
But what about sellers? They're thinking, man, that's going to be something for up to the buyer to do. I don't need to get that. Why is it important for a seller to get an inspection before they list the house, for instance?
So we recommend pre-listing inspections just so that the sellers aren't surprised when they get the reports from the buyers and the list of repairs that they want done to the house. Every house is going to need something, right? Whether it's new construction, an older home, anything in between. You know, there's always something, whether it be small, something major. We want to recommend pre-listings as much as we can, just so that they are not shocked.
Right, just like this house in particular has a drain problem. Maybe the homeowners never knew it. It's draining fine, there's no problems.
Yep.
Well, they had a hole there in the drain line, and a pre-listing inspection would have caught that, and they would have known ahead of time. And it's not like a shocker, because that's not going to be inexpensive thing to fix, right?
No, definitely not. It's going to be pricey.
Okay, so pre-listing inspection, sellers, it's very important to get. Justin, thank you again for showing my viewers what goes into a general inspection and how important it is. Anything else that you'd like to tell buyers, something that maybe they or sellers, you know, what could they look for? What can they take care of easily on their own house?
Just looking around your house and making sure that there's no wood damage or anything like that. That doesn't take any knowledge to know at all. If you see wood that's deteriorating, just go ahead and replace it. It needs to be replaced anyways. It's a conducive condition for termites already. Might as well replace it. And it's literally just caulking around penetrations, simple things like that, because they are going to be on the report.
Would you say water damage is probably the most common thing you see?
It's nothing really common. I see everything all the time, whether it's new or old. You know, it goes both ways. You know, just doing proper maintenance on your home is key to maintaining it.
Thank you.
Thank you.